competitive in this game, and Clayton's been playing some good stuff.
What is it with Ted, do you think? I mean, he's been around for years now, hasn't he? And, you know, there's a lot to like about his game, but he's just not quite being able to put it all together.
Yeah, it's one of those mysteries that has come up over the last couple of years.
140.
Been around since about 2015, 2016. Ted's got so much experience, and playing this kind of event for him will feel very, very normal. Interesting play. Double 8.
54.
Clayton has a chance now on the other side of the board to extend his lead to 2.
Yeah, just as I said, I thought it was going to go all the way. Johnny Clayton steps in and breaks the throw, so Evetts unable to take out the double 8. Clayton steps in and he leads 4-2.
Just to go back to your question about Ted, you look at someone like Stefan Henderyck, who we're going to have in our next game. Stefan has played some decent darts over the last 12 months away from...
Chance Evetts, but Clayton first in then. Can't finish it. Evetts is just limbering 100. Up at the back of the stage. Clayton waits on top. Evetts to stay in it needs 1-2-4.
At least he's got to a finish that only requires 1 treble. And now he needs the bull.
Game
Bravo!
Shot 10th leg.
What a shot that is! You miss that, you're out. Now you've hit it. How about you, Mark? But I look at players on days like this and I look at who's ready to win, or maybe to win again. Clayton is hungry this year. You 100. Should be hungry on a day like this. If you aren't, you're in the wrong place.
Yeah, you mentioned he's channeling his disappointment in the right manner. He's coming back, fighting, showing the quality that he's got. And he's now potentially 3 darts away from a place in the second round. Carl Snead is through. He's beaten Dave Chisnell 6 legs to 4. So Chiz's miserable run of form continues.
Indeed. Now, what does Clayton do on 118 here? He does have a record of starting on the 18, which is the wrong thing to do, Johnny. It might not matter, because that's what Johnny Clayton does.
Johnny Clayton.
After that 1-2-4 on the bull from Evetts, Clayton switched on and said,
I've lost a number of seeds already. There's another 140 for Henderyck, gets him down to 101. So we've lost Dave Chisnell, lost to Carl Snead 6-4. Martin Schindler's gone out to Marvin van Velzen 6-5. Ryan Searle's gone out 6-4 to Toretta, and Gary Anderson's lost to Ricky Evans. 101 is on. Tops. Nicely done from Stefan Henderyck. This has been a very likeable start to his Players' Championship 1.
Somebody get the stopwatch out. I did say he was quick. The next step up, it doesn't matter whether it comes immediately or maybe a couple of years down the track. She's got so much time ahead of her.
92.
Well, given a position on the ladder in the tour underneath, she's going to get plenty of opportunities at these events.
Yeah, plenty of options.
100.
Henderyck has options. He's not going to start 18s first, is he? Just like Clayton? Of course he is. And he's just showing us how to do it. Slightly backwards, but it works.
Ever since you said don't go that way, 2 have gone that way and 2 have done it that way. They're not listening, Nico.
They're not supposed to do it. You get a treble, you still need a single for the bull or a treble for a double. It doesn't make logistical sense. So Henderyck and Clayton are going to get on like best buds, and they might have to play each other. He's getting hot.
Very much so here.
130.
This is definitely a charge now, and an opportunity to level up this match, needing double 12 after 12. Been a likeable performance so far.
That is a brilliant dart. His darts do go in semi-flat.
Has the advantage, he's got the darts. Love a big visit here. And they don't get much bigger than that.
So impressive in that department in this game. And that may just be the thing that separates him from losing his debut PC match. They're getting a meeting with Johnny Clayton.
Double four he
Big shot on the
needs,
match,
and double
Stefan
four he
Henderyck.
gets. Stefan Henderyck, welcome along to the ProTour in 2025. There was a lot to like about that performance, and he has held off the Burton comeback.
He struggled with multiple injuries towards the end of his career, and he managed them so he could get the most out of himself to the end.
64.
Well, Bergh here has got a chance to break the Smith throw. Not going to go on this visit, but he is going to leave
93.
himself very handy indeed. Great last start. So Smith just hitting and hoping here from 200 out.
40.
Doesn't find a treble. So Bergh here, this is the first real big moment in this match.
Time's gone by. He has gone 20 double 18. From the angle, just a little scooch.
36.
And under delivers that last dart. He gets the weight right there. That's in.
Yeah. Well, there's only really one way this can go, and it's not going to go on this occasion. Oh, that's a beautiful layup play. A bit of a champagne shot from Smith, but Bergh 2 10s for a 3-1 lead, and more importantly, the breaker throw. And there it is. Michael Smith in trouble early on here in Wigan. They do. Going Price is through 6-4 over Danny Lauby. James White 5-1 up over Core Decker. Joe Cullen 4-4 with Greg Ritchie.
133.
Going to be a fascinating couple of months for Joe Cullen, isn't it? He's got Ritchie at the minute. He's just gone 5-4 up, but Greg, he's a little pocket rocket, that one from Scotland.
131.
Now, we saw Smith hit the bull a couple of times earlier. Is he going to stay there? No, he isn't. He goes treble 14 for tops. Magical from Michael Smith. 1-3-2 out. And he is flying. That's back-to-back big ton plus finishes, and he's leveled up the game at 3-3. And Smith level up again at 4-4.
60.
Michael loves playing here. It's so close to home. Just over the M6 motorway. And we've been coming here since 2009. We had 9 events here last year. Littler winning 2 of them. Not exactly a big travel for him as well.
I'm going to say he's just as local as well. Nice visit, great last start. Somehow squeezes in the treble, so he's on tops after 12. Bergh, all he can do here is try and pressure the Smith shot.
57.
This has got to go in.
20.
Oh, the second dart, it was like it came out of a cannon. I've never seen him miss tops that high. Maybe he was trying to hit the flight and he just missed it.
Maybe. This would be a hammer blow. 1-5-3. Not going to go. Joe Cullen through 6-5 over Greg Ritchie.
81.
And Michael Smith, having just seen 3 darts missed to level up the match, is looking at 2 10s. There you go. Nicely tidied up. We go level at 4-4.
I'm starting to see from
Bergh, despite being on a non-finish, can he hit a 171 here, Bully Boy? Not quite.
83.
Annoyed with himself because the outer bull would have left him on the big fish.
And now Dimitri has got 6 darts from here to get the job done.
99.
That's not bad. Pressurize and hope. That's all Bully Boy's got left.
58.
Quite an incredibly frustrated figure, Michael Smith, as Bergh looking to wrap things up here against the Smith throw. Hits the treble 18, so it's 2 8s for a place in round 2 here in Wigan. And he gets double 8 at the first time of asking. And Michael Smith absolutely gutted that he didn't go on and win that match, and the frustration clear for all to see. But it's here looking to hold. 105 needed for him.
60.
It very much depends on the finish your opponent has as to how you go for this. Gonna be double 16.
89.
He misses that one, but if Crabtree was lower than 141, he might have looked at 25 tops. Hang on a minute.
129.
That was a big attempt. That would have equalised. And this one's surely got to go in. What a marker that is.
Game shot in this.
Gets there eventually, Andy Baetens. He thought that first one had gone in, but Crabtree there, almost perfect on the 141. Starts off leg 7 with a maximum. Spin all, even for Humphries. These are quite local events, aren't they? So they probably are going to be used, if you like, as a bit of match practice. But I'm sure there'll be certain ones they'll miss out along the way. Certainly as a European tour kicks in the next month or two.
Yeah, they might look at things like
99.
Rosmarlin, which is not far away. A couple of Players' Championships there as well. Barton's looking to open the gap to 2. And he leaves himself 75. In the basement. Chance missed.
Yeah, Baetens. Now tops for 4-4. Great finish from Cam Crabtree after Baetens passed up the opportunity. Crabtree steps in. And it is now 4-4 and Crabtree on throw. And Andy Baetens will be looking. He's had darts to win the last 4 legs and he's only won 1 of them.
140.
I think what this game is proving is just how tour ready Cam Crabtree is. Because what a board that is. Cullen, Williams, Littler, Lukeman. Wow.
100.
Couple of belters coming after this.
Great dart, 212s. Just inside. He'll be hoping that Baetens can't tidy up yet another big finish.
Oh, come on. That's
Game
unreal.
shot on the 9th leg.
Why are you apologising for that, Andy? That was incredible. Don't apologise for doing that. That's astonishing finishing.
59.
Yeah, it's not like he's just sliced one off the tee. It's hit a big tree and landed in the middle of the green. He's gone for the 160 and he's hit the 160.
I don't think anybody's had a moustache like that, which Cam has adorned today since the 1990 World Cup where England played Belgium.
140.
And he's already had one of these to save his skin. He doesn't do it again, so the beast from the east
88
is now looking to finish the job.
Yeah, this for the match. Double 18 for a 6-4 win. Oh, a clip of the wire, and Cam Crabtree is back for 32.
Game shot on the 10th leg.
This game really does deserve a last leg decider. The only person who didn't want to see it was Andy Baetens. 1 millimetre to the left. So it's a 1 dart lead for Crabtree.
$85.
Not bad. Forces Baetens to get 2 trebles. If he doesn't, he's got to get to a finish.
85.
And he does, but only just.
92 then to win a topsy-turvy match here. And he hasn't hit the treble. And now he's just got to tidy up his work here.
42.
Leaves 50. Baetens then to snatch it. Not this time.
59.
He gets under 100, but Crabtree now gets his chance to finish this whole thing off. But he has 2 in hand when Baetens only had 1.
Game shot.
And that was the crucial thing in the end. The beast couldn't hit double 18 to win it in 10, and Shazam had 2 darts at double 16 to finish it. It was really even in the end.
He's doing his level best to make sure that's not the case.
$47.
That's okay. Nice use of the bullseye area to get himself into a territory where he can do pretty much wherever he wants. He doesn't really
44.
like double 16 and double 8. Which is why he went for the treble 10 on the secondary
49.
shot. I think one of the most ironic things of this entire year will be he leaves tops and tens more than most dart players, and he won the world title on double 16,
140.
which he very rarely uses anywhere.
Well, it's tops this time. Now it's 2 tens. Inside, double 5.
35.
Oh, so Lukeman with an opportunity here that maybe he wasn't expecting.
Chance.
89.
Just the wrong side of the wire. Double 2.
Game shot in the second leg.
He gave Lukeman a bit of a sniff. But leg 2 is in the book for the nuke. I think the comparisons between Littler and Wayne Rooney are
100.
very apt. Because when Rooney was on the pitch, just let him get on the pitch and do what he wants. It's when he got the best out of him.
Yeah. And as with all the great players, or the genius,
96.
if you like, they make errors. Of course they do. They have their flaws, but let's enjoy him watching doing stuff like this. Double 15, just on the inside wire.
135.
So now he's left 5 twice, and now he's left 15.
93.
They're on proving that you need to practice small checkouts as well as big ones.
Game shot in the sixth leg.
Just like that, he's 4-2 up.
But that's the thing, because that's what he does. A finish that we think, oh, this could be tricky. Just straightforward.
6 darts for it. Might just need the 3. That'll do
95.
nicely. It's going to be 12 for tops when he comes back to get through to his first board final in Players Championship 1.
95.
And everybody should watch out, because this is nowhere near his best yet. There's
No,
plenty in the tank.
Yeah, I completely agree. Doubling has been on the low side. Just gets a single to leave the double. Moves the wire. Oh, now
32.
underneath it. So Lukeman gets a lifeline.
Needs 2 holes and a break, but it must start here. And it won't. And you can't leave Littler on 20. 90% of the time. He's missed it a couple of times in this game, but you don't expect him to miss it again.
2 tens then for a 6-3 victory. And
Game
there it
shot.
is.
And
Luke
match.
Littler is
Luke Littler.
safely through to the last 32 here at Robin Park in Wigan. He's beaten Martin Lukeman and want to improve on his doubling.
You can always have the advantage of maybe catching some of the other players slightly cold. If you look at Ryan Searle,
138.
the start of 2024, reached the first 3 finals in a row, the Players' Championship, and that set him up nicely
100.
for the rest of the calendar year. No reason to believe that this can't be the case as well, as Cullen looks to pin
Game
170
shot
to
on the
kick things
first
off.
leg.
A big fish to begin with.
Oh, we said it'd be fast and furious. Great finishing. We mentioned it earlier on here now.
140.
Streaming board too. We've had a plethora of ton plus outs today, and that the biggest of the bunch. And Cullen looking to start off with a
108.
heavyweight visit. This is some start from Cullen.
170, 180. Needs at least a treble to live
58.
with. Joe, who's made the fastest of starts, and he's in again here. And again.
140.
Not quite the 6 perfect darts, but this is an impressive beginning. And Scott Williams here is
129.
fighting hard just to stay in this leg on his own throw, but Cullen's nicked the darts here and he's powering his way to a finish.
105.
Great layup from Cullen, who's down to a 2-dart kill after 9.
Scott looking to set himself up.
92.
Well, he's just strayed into the treble 4 there. 18 would have left himself tops. So double 18.
58.
And just below the crossbar for Joe Cullen.
Yeah, despite a heavy scoring leg here, Williams is going to get a shot at tops. Oh no, he's going to do better than that. Double three. Well, I'm not sure there. He wanted the treble. You've got to question why he's gone anywhere near it. And he's missed double three. And Cullen here with a chance to break through and go 2 legs to the good. He's going to split it 10 for double four. Big dart this. Oh, way inside.
1 for double.
Game shot in the second.
And it does just sneak in there.
At least a ton here. He's down to a finish, but Cullen's on 108. And Williams is looking to go big here himself. 140 to leave 130.
Double 16.
76.
Just narrowly misses. So it's 130 then for Scott. Chance at the bullseye.
Game shot
And
in
this
the
time
fifth
Scott
leg.
pins it. And he goes 3-2 up. Basically, what that tells us is don't listen to my predictions.
Well, you're not wrong yet, but what it does tell us is that these two are taking out big finishes when they're getting the chance here, and it might be a game of fine margins, and that shot at the bullseye could be crucial after Cullen
84.
passed up the opportunity at the double.
Just configuring his preferred route.
119.
Treble 13 leaves him 24. Tops it is, and the double-double does the job for Scott Williams to level the game. Double 18, double top, and it's 4-4.
That was a huge moment in this game because Cullen was waiting with an opportunity to break.
Scott averaging 92 at the moment.
57.
Felt a little bit better than that, hasn't it, from Williams? Sometimes the numbers can be a little bit misleading. 130 is on. Treble. Oh, he's gone treble 18 here to leave double 8. That is clinical from Cullen. We saw Williams take out the 130 earlier on. Well, Cullen has just matched it to hold throw. But back comes Williams with a maximum start of leg 10. Yeah, then to take us all the way to a decider.
Treble 16 would have left him double. Finds it second time of asking, which means it's double 8 on his return. Joe can do is just apply the pressure.
99.
For a level game then. Oh dear. Oh dear, he's busted his score. Now that has given Cullen a chance to wrap up the match on 127, a chance he wasn't expecting. Now he's got options. Bullseye for the match, and a match start has been and gone for Joe Cullen.
Well, Scott just needs to put that out of his mind, and he's done so
10th leg.
with confidence.
Be a problem, but Williams is on a finish, and Cullen is laying up nicely.
130.
Williams to steal the game, 164.
Well, he's not going to take it out on this occasion, so Joe will return for 56 and progression through to the next round. And he finds it
the match, Joe Cullen.
and concludes a sensational game between Joe Cullen and Scott Williams, in which the rock star reigns supreme. Some high scoring, some electric finishing, but in the end, Joe Cullen victorious by 6 legs to 5 over Scott Williams, and a chance to face next Luke Littler.
Straight ton.
$140.
It's trying to chase him. Double 10.
80.
Not this time for Damon. So it's 118 for Yitza. Needs at least the treble 20. Not going to be taken out on this occasion. Back to Damon for 20.
Yeah. 2 10s then for 2-0. Moves along the hockey a touch. Really any closer? Oh, those were
No score.
pretty disappointing darts for Damon Heta. And Van der Waal to steal really a a hold of throw. He needs tops, and he's
80.
passed up the opportunity too.
Well, Damon was just investigating where those 3 darts missed. You have 3 more here. That's a little bit
Game
more
shot on
like
the
it from the
second
Heat, who races into a 2-leg advantage against Jitse van der Vaal. Attempt the 164, so he sets himself up with double 12 for a 3-0 advantage.
96.
To the right side of the board now, and to the south. Well, he
21.
wired the double 3, leaves him in an awkward position when he returns.
Yeah, well, you wonder, had he have not gone for it, well, it wouldn't have mattered anyway, because Van der Vaal for the 144
Game
and a
shot on the
break of
third
throw
leg.
after Heta fluffed his lines on the doubles. Well, I was contemplating, should he have bust his score? Well, if he had done, he'd have lost the leg anyway, because that was outstanding from Jitse van der Vaal, who's back in this match at 2-1.
So it's another stab at double top for Damon.
That 2 is right on the wire. That is underneath. This is a big dart. 2 10s for a breaker throw,
20.
and Heta, not for the first time, misses multiple darts at double. It's a wild first effort and second.
Game shot on
And
the
then,
6th leg.
how has that deflected into the double from there? That was not a marker dart by any stretch, but it's 3-3.
Well, the duality of deflections there in one
93.
leg of darts. Damon.
Closing in on the latter stages at the Players' Championship. One player.
56.
Well, Heta here, 144 for the match.
Gonna stay there.
58.
Himself 86, so Jitse has 105 to level the game again. A great start. Double 16 it is. Oh, and he's
Game
found
shot
it as
on the
well.
10th leg.
Jitse van der Vaal takes us to a deciding leg. And Damon Heta just can't shake off the Frisian Viking.
He can't. And if ever there was an example about averages not matching, this game is it. Although that is a great start to the leg from Heta. Wrap up a spot in the last 16. Needs 1-2-1. Doesn't need to go for the bull, but hit the outer bull. And now it's all about the setup. Van der Vaal is a country mile behind here.
65.
So Damon Heta with 56 for the match and a spot in the last 16 of PC1. Tops it is, and he finds it.
And the match, Damon Heta.
Well, it wasn't routine from the Heat. He will find his way through to the last 16. Jitse van der Vaal impressive in sticking close to Damon Heta. But he does progress the Australian by a margin of 6 legs to 5.
That's what happens when you get this kind of start. Your opponent makes you pay for every mistake you make. This time the 19s region was the right play. He's getting so many chances and he's not going to do it. This is happening so often now.
I just think if you got a chance to win the leg, try and win the leg. But it might pay off. What do I know? Although Ross Smith, well, I tell you what,
130.
that would really have rung a warning shot around this match.
Jermaine was almost puffing his cheeks as if to say, wow, I think I got away with that one, and he has.
I mean, there are so many schools of thought on this. Got a chance to win the leg. Why not go for it? Why not try and win the leg? I understand.
He is dominating the first 3 or 4 visits of this match.
No good for Ross Smith.
80.
Oh, I love it. Double 16.
Game shot
That's
on the
exceptional.
4th leg.
He had plan A and plan B in rhythm. Plan B works a treat.
Just paused ever so. Ross looking to set something favourable up here. Remains set on 128.
134.
He's already taken it out. not going to do it again. And if Ross does take the 49 out, it'll be an interesting reaction. We saw him react when he got his first maximum after a few near misses.
Game shot on the 6th leg.
There you go. He says, I'm back. And he's laughing in the background.
100.
Ross Smith, he's found a leg from somewhere, but Jermaine isn't hanging about.
Not at all. He's almost forcing Ross into a perfect leg. Just to stay in the game.
140.
Jermaine averaging 106 at the moment.
134.
This is extraordinary from Jermaine Wattimena. I hope he's not going through the same thing right now that Dimitri van den Bergh did earlier today, where he went 113 average down to about 82 in the next game, where he was bulldozed about 30 minutes after that. 44. But this has been just extraordinary from Jermaine. He's missed a single. Not twice, though.
31.
That was a chance to be in the quarterfinals alongside Veenstra.
In the quarterfinals with an 11 darter as well. He's fumbled it ever so slightly. Ross
57.
might not get the chance to come back to the board because Jermaine with double 8. And that will do it. A commanding performance from Jermaine Wattimena, who waltzes his way through to the quarterfinals. Well, is this the year 2025 for Jermaine? Who knows? He's got a great chance. He's demolished Ross Smith by 6 legs to 1.
What he could do over the next couple of days is he could win 2 titles in 2 different decades in his life.
100.
Well, he'll be hoping that for decades to come, he can maintain the form that he's shown.
89.
Particularly considering he's the Winmore World Masters champion. He won night 1 of the Premier League in Belfast. Win, win, win. That's what Luke Humphries has been doing.
His last start has got me thinking. He was on 143 and hit the bull. Double 18. Really good.
Second leg.
15 dart break, but that bullseye really has opened up a discussion.
Brooks giving himself plenty of belief and confidence.
100.
He's been knocking on the door for about 3 years. He might not think so, but the experiences he's been through over the last 2 years
140.
to get to this point will do him the world of good.
Well, even the experiences today. Beat Damon Heta to set up this clash with Humphries. And now he's pinched his first leg of the contest.
He leaves a bogey number and he's irritated by that. In the background, you can just see him gesticulating to himself. Why are you doing such things?
171.
This leg could be very different now, and the match could be changing. Watch out, 134 coming in. That's mental strength right there.
Fortitude, some might call it. Pilgrim will need to show some gumption of his own here.
105.
Narrowly eludes the bullseye for the 130. And Humphries is back for double 16.
Game shot in the 5th leg.
Just knew he wasn't going to miss that after the setup. I suppose you're right. He does take a degree of determination and spirit from what his opponent is scoring like.
140.
That is a laughable 140. I know he does it a fair deal, but when you block it with the first start and you get one to the right and then to the left, that is ludicrous.
100.
So 50 for Cool Hand for 5-1. Needs double 8.
Game shot on the 6th leg.
He's within 1. And Daryl Pilgrim has had an excellent day here in Wigan. Just running these events here and there.
prioritise them. The events that are a little bit closer. Wigan, Leicester, Milton Keynes.
59.
Yes, they're all fairly close. But you've got to manage your diary from day one.
60.
How has that not gone in? It is a match-winning chance. And we saw a 160 on this board a little bit earlier on from Andy Baetens. It was a ripper. Really needed at the time against a good friend
59.
of Daryl Pilgrim's in Camp Crabtree. But this is for cool hand and safe passage through to the semis. There
Game shot.
you
On
have
the
it.
match, Luke Humphries.
Finding his best of the day when he needs it.
Thank you.
Humphries was not pleased with something at the start of the match, but he figured it out really quickly. 95.5 average for that victory, and Daryl Pilgrim barely laid a glove on the world champion in the end.
Something you could level at Luke Humphries as well through the day. It's gradually improved as the afternoon has progressed. Not a bad time to get better, is it?
99.
Particularly for Goldfinger when you're facing the 4th best player in the world.
.54 for bullseye. He has the 54. And he must go for this. There's no laying up from here. He is so
99.
close to taking it out, but Gilding might get a dart at the bullseye himself. For the 18s. Double 7 for 3-0 in the double break. Andrew Gilding is all over Rob Cross here. He is getting better as this game goes on. 15 darter, 14 darter, 12 darter. He's averaging 110.
Gilding. Good start. Better second. Even better third.
180.
That'll do the job.
First 180 for Rob Cross, but he can't stop Gilding having a look at this. Treble 17 leaves the ball. Does not get a go.
57.
And Rob Cross, who's lost a couple of legs in this match, having missed darts at double, is only going to get one at double top here. With another opportunity passing by. No, it will not. Rob Cross, back-to-back legs, right back in this contest. Gilding averaging 105, Cross 111 right now. Against Joe Cullen, it's back-to-back legs to make it 5-4 to the Rockstar against the world #1. Rob Cross fighting his way back to potential parity here.
$78.
It's a good visit. It's a really good visit from Rob Cross to leave himself tops after 12. What's Goldfinger got? Needs a treble.
47.
Maybe not treble 7 though.
Yeah, no use to him. Rob Cross takes the leg. 13 darter. 3 on the spin for Rob Cross. 2 against the darts. 12 darter, 15 darter, 13 darter.
$140.
Voltage looking to apply the squeeze. Well, treble 17 would have left the bullseye.
97.
So Rob Cross with 108 to go 5-3. Big 19 leaves double 16 to break Andrew Gilding in this semi-final.
Game shot on the 8th leg.
Just clinical stuff from Voltage.
5 on the spin. Goldfinger seemingly powerless to stop Voltage here. Games. But it is still an indication that Rob Cross, once he gets on a roll, can be very, very difficult to stop.
85.
Andrew Gilding has not had an answer for 6 legs in a row. And potentially, Rob Cross can close this out in 2 darts. He'll have to use a third, and it could be tops. Couldn't get the first one there. He sat on 40 for the match. Andrew Gilding. The chances have been rare. There have been so few opportunities to win legs in this burst from Cross. Double 10. And when he has had the chances, the little slivers of opportunities he's had, he hasn't been able to take them. And Rob Cross for a place in the final to take on Joe Cullen.
Game shot on the match.
A truly brilliant comeback from Rob Cross, who has averaged around the 110 mark to come from 3-0 down. And yeah, that's right, Andrew Gilding gives him the thumbs up, and he deserves it. Look at that, 108.5 in the end.